Hello, family. How are you? And we're late into the evening. This is night, you may as well say. Happy Mother's Day once again. I am hoping everyone enjoyed their day. Thank you so much, everyone, for the Happy Mother's Day. It was just so wonderful to see all of the text and also to receive a lot of comments saying Happy Mother's Day on that video. We're into May of 2017. There's a lot to talk about, a lot to cover. Thank you for those who have offered some suggestions for my allergies. These are something that I have been dealing with all of my life. Thank you for all of the suggestions. It's really something that, I just have to wait till it wears off. I have a magnolia tree in my yard, and as I've already told everybody, I am highly allergic to the magnolia when it blooms. It tends to disperse its fragrance late at night, and I was trying to do a video, so I was sneezing up a storm, honey, coughing, everything, honey. That magnolia told me up. But it's not like it's something life-threatening. I was not dying. It was not a hex or a curse or anything like that. But thank you for being concerned. I must say, be really careful what cases you decide to take on. And I know you out there, I will not call your name. I don't mean, harm or anything like that. But when mama is in a situation where she's telling you, you need to go to someone that is an elder, you need to heed what I tell you and to go and do what I tell you to do. And y'all gonna see a few occasional little gnats and stuff like that because I have like little standing water and little areas with these plants and stuff. Like I got bamboos that sit in standing water and stuff that need to be freshened up, the water freshened up. So you're gonna see some occasional that going back and forth. Y'all can deal with that shit. I'm in the fucking country. And I know it's the message that you're concerned about and not necessarily the fact that occasionally, something may drift by, a spirit or a little gnat or something like that. I got my door. I keep my door open too. So I do have a habit of having my door wide open. It's open now. No screen because I love that outdoor country air coming in. So if you're distracted by occasional gnat coming through, cut the video off now and proceed to another channel because there are trillions of them on YouTube. Look, there are many, many hierarchies out there. Okay? Just because you see a person and it's just one person there and that's it does not mean that is nothing around that person. Okay? Just because you only see one person there does not mean that there are not, other beings around that person. We're going to get to this. That's why you have to discern who you going to do work for and who you ain't going to do no work for because you can get yourself in plenty of trouble. Okay? That's when it's time to refer this person to an elder. Y'all better be careful who y'all having sex with out there. When you're sleeping with these people, it's not innocent. I fuck this type of man and that type of man. You're fucking these people that are owned by different hierarchies. You're fucking vampires. Okay? And you're getting attachments. Then you want to come to us, spiritual workers, and attach yourself to us, connect course with us, and then we have to deal with these energies that you've left behind. That's why I say this shit is not as innocent as you think it is. You can go to this same person that is affected by all of these different vampire energies can go to just about anybody, not get any results, and it doesn't affect certain spiritual workers. But then can come to people like me that can actually be empathic and heal and absorb those energies. And they affect us. What am I getting at? I was dealing with someone that did not realize that they were affected by vampiric energies When you get these black coat beings around you, black cloaked beings around you, they are robbing energy. Okay? Sometimes they can mean death. Sometimes they can mean, some drastic changes in your life. It can be a myriad of things. Okay? But they affect other people too. So you're dragging around these energies innocently, coming to people and infecting them with this type of energy. Okay? Somebody may have actually hexed to curse these people. Now they want you to remove it. Or some of these people have had sexual intercourse with people who actually, you understand, are affected by these vampiric energies. That's why you cannot just go around loosely just having sex with who you want to. Women, I'm talking to you. Because women are far more affected by them than men are. Because women have wombs that hold these energies in them. How do you think you get the spirits to inhabit the babies that you're going to have? Okay? So, you can't just say, I had sex with this guy and had a condom on. It's not that simple. You still have taken on some type of energy. Can y'all close that front door? Bugs are flying in. They're getting bad. We need to get a screen door to go on that front door. Because now two of them just showed up in here. They're coming from outside, and those little plants where all that water is. So now you got a sexually transmitted disease or something. Now you feel like you are drained and you got some problems. You got issues going on, and then you're going to call me. You're going to call me and send me like a little $75, and you're going to talk to me all night long. Be respectful of people's time. You call me at about 1 and you want to talk through to 4 in the morning, and you say you can't sleep at nighttime. I can't rest. I can't sleep. Every time I get up is at 1 in the morning. I'm looking at the clock. Or 3. 3 o'clock is the devil's hour. You definitely got some troubles. You got some issues going on. Okay? I need for you to go and see your local priest or priestess. And when I tell you to do that, do not call me back. You got to go and get yourself some help. Okay? You've gotten yourself involved in something that you can't get yourself out of. And what happens, practitioner, some of that shit can affect you because now this hierarchy can start robbing you of your energy and vamping you of what you got. How do you know when you are affected by your client? Because just about everything they say they're going through, you'll start seeing some signs and symptoms. And that is meaning that there is a good chance that that client is recovering. That right there is about a $5,000 case, if you ask me. A lot of folks may disagree with it. I don't blame you. But you're going to go out and pay all them doctors. Then you go to these doctors looking for the answer. What is going on with me? Why is it this? Why is it that? Why I can't keep no man. These men are discerning something about you. I'm so lonely. I ain't got nobody. Mama, I can't sleep at nighttime, Mama. I sleep all up in the daytime, Mama. You understand? My body aches. My head hurts. I don't have any friends. I don't have any family. I'm stuck with my mama's house. You got some problems. You need to have addressed. You're going to have to spend some money to get rid of that trouble. Going to the doctor don't mean nothing because science, the doctors and shit like that, they don't know about this kind of shit. They don't believe in it. So if I say go and seek you some professional help, that's when I do say go to the fucking church. You understand? Because I had somebody that was just continuously calling. I'm like, I can't help you. This is way out of my league when we're dealing with dark forces like this. These forces are a little bit too dark. I can't deal with that. And you gonna keep calling anyway? It's trying to bait me with $20, $30, $40? I don't appreciate that. Okay? And I'm only talking about this because I want my family to heed these type of issues. You ever talk to somebody on the phone and they just dump all their fucking problems on you and shit, and then next thing you know and shit like that, you like, God damn, I don't have the energy to fucking do what I need to do here in my house. Mama was affected by somebody like that. The only time you get a phone call from them is when they are ready to load their problems. These are energy vampires. There are plenty of them out there. And I've done a series on energy vampires like almost a decade ago. You better know when you're dealing with the energy vampire, because they don't just only fucking rob energy. They also rob you of sexual exchange energy too. They do a little bit of all of that. You'll find yourself losing weight because these motherfucking hierarchies are eating your food right out of your belly. You'll find yourself losing interest in the things that you love to do because they are requiring all of your energy. You'll find yourself doing just what that person is doing, the reason why they're calling you in the very first place. I lost my house. I lost my car. I lost my job. You know what I'm saying? I lost all my friends. I lost my man, you know, in my life and all of that. You dealing with a vampire, y'all. You better pick up and run. That's not your expertise. I don't mind sometimes after I discerned whether I should sending out some talismans, you know, for protection. You know what I'm saying? Or some charms and stuff to draw some luck. But I discern who gets it and who don't. That's just like my oil. Not everybody is just going to just order some oil and get it. Because whatever is in that oil, you understand? It affects me in a sense. That's how come if I know somebody got some of my oils or my lamps and they betray me, I just curse the oil. Whoever get it, they just get sick. And lose whatever the fuck they have. Because it's me. So I don't want you, if you sit and talking about you on a spiral and downfall and shit, losing up a whole bunch of shit, your finances, your money and shit like that. I might not necessarily want you to have my oils. That's why I say these people around here who are nonchalantly talking about, I say I got my oils are for sale and I'm going to pour them in like that. You know, you're just giving it out like, you know, you can't do that. Oh, here my dolls are. I got my dolls here. You could have my dolls for $25 and here they are. Only people who can do that are the people that don't truly have the gift. And I ain't said the power, but the gift. We all don't have the gift to heal. You know if you got the gift to heal because you gonna feel what they feeling. I felt what my client was feeling. And that's when I had to let her know, this is way beyond me. You got to go and get some help. That was a $5,000 case. Now, I know what the trolls are saying. Who's going to pay you $5,000? Look, let me tell y'all, family. Only you know your worth. No one knows, okay, your worth but yourself. And you only worth in this business what somebody is going to pay for it. And if you tell people what they got to pay you for, okay, your worth, and they're not interested in it, well, I'll see you later. Because if you taking these energies off of these people and shit, and they start recovering, you got to eat that shit. I'm only talking about the people who have the gift of healing. Okay? I ain't talking about nobody else. Because the other people, they don't have it. They can just take your money. They fine because they're not absorbing that. We have to absorb your energy. There's going to be some people say, I don't have to absorb your energy. Well, maybe everybody's different. But to some extent, we have to absorb some of that. We have to take on some of that. That's why I say you're buying karma most of the time. Or you're getting paid for karma, however you want to think about it. It's true. And for people who debunk that, they're either very young or they really don't have the gift. Been doing this for a good little while. A lot of folks and stuff trolling, talking about this, that, and the other. They just popped up now. I don't know what it was in '08 when I got started, but now all of a sudden they the witches and I ain't the witches and stuff like that. They were doing all kind of stuff, clubbing, young, having fun. Now they want to come to where I'm at, but I've been on this road a long, long time. And I'm seasoned and I know what I'm dealing with. And I know what I'm going to touch and what I ain't going to touch. These people that are caught up in these different hierarchies with these different beings, they'll fool you. Because I had a case like this years and years back, like 2010. The girl just is perky. Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. And a demon hollered out at me. I told y'all about that situation. I was on the phone with her. She was telling me an old lady said she was hexed. And I, being young and just want to take the case, I said, baby, you fine. You okay. But I knew something was wrong. Because I knew that they were not lying. And so I took the case anyway. And I remember talking to her. She's so sweet. Next thing I know, when I asked her questions, I was like, you know, I'm seeing where you were molested by your father. Good child. The demon yelled at me. It took me 3 months to get that motherfucker off my ass. It took my auntie to get it off. That thing said, you don't know me. Hop dead in me. Y'all can sit around here and take this as a plaything if y'all want to and think this is a joke and get your asses all up in there and everything. Because a lot of y'all young, y'all just in it for the money. So you buy jewelry, chains, and gold and shit like that. Or just, you know, get your little snacks, your extras and stuff like that. But one day it's going to hit you. The piper must be fed. The spirit's going to come up and they're going to say, where mine's at? You understand? Even if you ain't got the talent, they're going to contact you one day. Yes, they will. And you may not have the ability, okay? You may not have the gift. And you still got to give some accountability for what you do. Because that's why I keep telling people, look, let me tell you something. 20s and 30s, you don't need to be messing with this type of work. Even 40s and 50s, dealing with that particular client I'm talking about, that's dealing with these dark forces and shit, we don't supposed to be fucking with them neither. But they'll grab a reading and then you see that shit. See what I'm saying? So you have to cut them off. Because you don't want to trade places. Okay? Because they're collecting fucking souls. They just need more souls to add to what they need. Because like I said, there are many gods and goddesses out there. There are underworld gods and goddesses too. And they need energy for down there too. Because the souls is the light. Our souls are the light. So some of them are looking for some light, man. Some of them are contracting out light. And they may just be going to different places, you understand? To either rob, steal, or some people are just being cooperative and giving their energy to these high forces or these dark lower forces. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't know if you are dealing with a situation like that or not when you're dealing with some of these clients. How do you tell a client that, hey, you know, you ain't got much more time left. You're limited on energy. See what I'm saying? Your contract is just about up. This shit is serious, man. This ain't all about just pouring up some oils and shit and somebody getting a lover. And where I'm at, I'm mostly dealing with people that are calling me. They got some serious cases, man. Criminal cases and shit. And, you know, it's funny. It's far from what it used to be like when I was younger. It was about love. But now it's like dealing with people who are, I mean, I got sick people calling and people who are caught up in some dark force shit, man. And like I say, y'all, you run out there and get them cases if y'all want to. You better make sure you get your worth, because a lot of times you feel tired and sleepy or just drained because you have not been compensated enough money to feed your spirits. That's what that comes from. A lot of people look drained, beat up, tired because they are not being compensated. Like I said, I can hear you. You ain't worth no $5,000. Yeah, that's what you're saying. But for the person who's willing to pay that, you okay what I'm saying? To get my services and stuff, you tell them that. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Tell them, okay? Because at the end of the day, the only reason why you got a problem with it is because ain't nobody giving you none, because you ain't lost not one dime. I'm talking about the trolls that will have a problem with me saying I'm worth this much. If I'm going to take some energies off you like that, if I'm going to send my oils and to heal you, you may pay me for $5,000-$6,000. You understand? Which I ain't never got paid that. I have to say that because some motherfuckers like have a goddamn problem. Send the feds over here my ass out of spite and jealousy. You understand what I'm saying? They will do that because they feel robbed. Shit, she robbed me. Well, how? Oh, she did rob you. Can you show us some receipts? They ain't even got none. They just feel robbed because you said it. They ain't never talked to you a day in their lives. They just feel because you big, black, and ugly, because that's what they going to say. You don't fucking deserve nothing. But they'll pay a white person with a white coat on, but then think you supposed to do it for free. Because they've been brainwashed to think that only body deserve that kind of money is somebody who has gone through an institution and got some paperwork and paid $50,000 for it that says doctor, counselor, whatever. No one will determine my worth over here but me, myself, okay? Because ain't no difference between them and me. Both of us ain't nothing but flesh and blood and bone. We both meat. That damn piece of paper don't mean shit. When you die, what they gonna do? Sit your diploma on your chest or your degree on your chest and say, doctor this, doctor that? That shit ain't gonna mean shit. Hello? So that's why I say you determine your wealth. I mean your worth. And I'll never discuss what I have, what I bought, how much I'm getting paid for it. Because you got some jealous motherfuckers out there that ain't lost now dime, ain't never paid you shit. They got a problem with you getting a dollar in your pocket, because they feel like I'm talking about. I was dealing with this here racist white boy because they feel like a nigga ain't got no business with nothing. I'm talking about this racist. You got some racists that feel like if you a jet black someone nappy hair, you have no fucking value unless you sweating, you cooking, you cleaning and cleaning up for them. And I ain't finna clean up and cook for damn motherfucker. And that goes out to that motherfucker that had a problem with me. Excuse me, y'all, in my moment. You know, because I love people of all races, but I hate racist. Don't y'all too? You can have all kind of racist, misogynist. You got all types of sexist. You got all types of people out there now that don't like you because you might be a woman. Okay? Women of all colors. You might have somebody out there like that don't like you because you are a woman. They are called misogynist. Somebody was putting that comment down there below. Down there below in the comment section. You may have someone that may be sexist. They may have a problem with you because you're a man and a woman. Or you may have someone who is racist, prejudice. They could be racist against Jews, racist against Asians, racist against whites, racist against blacks, racist people that feel entitled to your fucking servitude to them. And they may have a problem with you saying you worth $4,000 or $5,000. They may not believe in this, and they feel shit. I don't fucking believe in the motherfucker. You understand? So they have this self-entitlement shit going on and stuff where they just so used to getting what the fuck they want because they mammy spoil them till they have to convince everybody that's coming to you, you understand, that you ain't worth the kind of money that you charging. So you better believe I'm going to get my money. If I'm going to do some healing work, I'm going to assess what I'm valued in this world. Because that's going to be me sitting down here trying to figure out how I'm going to, you understand, get rid of these dark forces and shit that is attached to me. So when you got a case like that, you cut it off. So you can cut that energy off over there. Let it go back home or go back to wherever it is. And the same person is like a catalyst looking for energies and souls for their to feed their hierarchy. Y'all, I wanted to tell y'all about my experience when I was dealing with this entity that I had conjured up on the side of my house, and I know a lot of you all are not going to try to do this, and you be careful if you decide to do it. I am a conjurer, a real life conjurer, and I don't even have to brag about that because you all have seen Oya come up, and I conjured Oya and she made it rain. I've done it 3 times. Okay, no initiation whatsoever. If you feel like you need an initiation, go and get it, but I have not been initiated. And when I summons her and I feed her, she shows up. So I know I am her devotee. I am a devotee of Oya. Okay, so it's getting to the point I can just about conjure all kind of demons. They'll show up and they'll go out. I can actually see them with my eyes. They'll go out. I can deploy them in different places. And I'm going to talk to y'all in another video of one in particular that I saw. I'm going to give you a good description of it. I don't like to put out too many videos at one time because everybody ain't going to get the notifications and they don't get watched, and it's a waste of a great video. You know what I'm saying? If everybody ain't going to get a chance to see it. But I conjured one off the side of my house, and the fire was so high that I heard it, the entity say, "Whoa," like it showed up, and it had a huge sword or machete in its hand, and it turned itself all around, and it was all inspiring. And it looked like it had like a bald head, and it had flames and everything, and it burned. This fire burned for 5 or 6 days. I had left an offering under that. You know, we talked about what that offering was, and that offering was under that fire, and it dwelled with me, and I just spoke to it and told it the different problems I was having with different people and everything. So I'm sure my enemies were dealt with. And I want to tell y'all what he sounded like when he was on the side of the house. He was like,